Yo, you don't know, this is Trezay in your area, and you're watching The Boiler Room, a H2P media production. Bless up.
They don't believe. The kind of is that a lot of the times when you hear about the missionaries and things, I think religion was something that was forced down.
Oh yeah, but they don't atheists walking about trying to preach atheism to somebody.
For the time you was going to
nah,
school.
not true. They got some though.
What?
They got some.
Where?
Atheism is a strong movement.
Where?
They're guys. They call four guys called the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
And what are they doing? They're giving you information. They're making you think Jesus Christ.
They're the evangelical atheists.
No, man.
Huh?
No.
There
There are no evangelical atheists.
So
they will be evangelicals, but not evangelical.
I use that word facetiously. When you say evangelical, I mean they make their living
they're
by
fanatical,
preaching,
yeah.
by preaching,
That is their
by
thing.
preaching atheism.
Listen, they got people right now that's met the living by putting lies on the internet. Well, I mean, all is the same shit, B.
Right.
Every day there's fake news on the internet. And what's happening is every time you're going to pick a story that interests you, somehow the other, the engine is working to get everything else that is connected with whatever it is that you pick on your feed. So what's happening is that somebody that is completely opposite of you, that thinks completely opposite of you, when you're going to open them feed,
right,
you can see a different feed altogether.
The computer, there's something I don't understand because there's something I notice about a lot of things on the internet. And there's people that label videos, for instance, on YouTube, and it don't got nothing to do with what they're reading. Like for instance, like me, as a big fan of Papoose and Remy. Somebody got like Papoose and Remy, this Dre, and you go on and one of different conversations saying like, but what you will label that? But then you look, this is why a lot of this thing going on. That's why we always go back to this likes.
Well, you know they call it the information age, but you might as well call it the
misinformation age. Because there's a lot of it, and then
it's becoming that now.
It's but now you just get this whole like the search engine is like evolving algorithm.
Listen,
so it would say,
that's why Trump win. Like, Trump win for an algorithm.
Right. He like
basically
I search something about
nothing else, you know.
He speak on it, so it can show me him. Yeah. But then no, you won't speak about it, but you just like I am for atheism. You gonna fall on the he bracket, but you don't even.
It gonna connect.
It's just because of what you label the video.
It gonna connect. Everything you click, like.
Yeah.
Facebook is reading what you like, and it's gonna automatically give you the post.
So what it's doing is creating super believers, because everybody on the internet, the information that they already believing is being funneled towards them, and reinforcing their belief and reinforcing their belief.
Cognitive. Dissonance will,
so you're in what they call a filter bubble.
Right.
Like if I pull up my if I pull up my photography, for instance, when because you know you're into the photography and stuff like that, and you do a search for the camera you have, so you got Sony A6300, you can get A6300 videos, how to use it, tutorials. After tutorials, you see them there like, damn, these people know exactly.
They know what I want. They know me good.
Yeah, but these people can see me for shooting the camera. Like you start to really take that little eye up there, the camera is really like on to you.
We tend to ignore how much people in this world. We tend to ignore how big this world is. That's why you got flat earthers out there.
Yeah, you hear people.
They don't take into consideration how huge this planet is, and how insignificant each just wannabe is. So when you look at this table and you go, oh, this table flat. If you right there as a speck that can't walk from there to there, you would never believe there's a drop off at the edge of this. Right or wrong? Because you can only get from there to there.
Because you can't even see out here. You could not even draw this reference. When you look at the horizon, I remember telling the man, one time he was there, was telling the man, yo, you feel you can swim from here to that line up there? The man, you can be swimming forever.
Forever.
And I thought, but if the earth flat, at some point in time, you go drop off or something. But there's the thing what I say, right? I had a photo of Barbados. And it's on my village, you used to see this ball spinning. That was actually a photo, you know. But I went and I edited and it turned it into a globe.
Right,
so it was actually Barbados. I showed when I wanted it was actually Barbados.
You could wrap it around the room.
Yeah, like you could wrap it, it come out like a ball. So I was telling my friend about that. She was like, so how you do that? I was like, by editing. So I think that in most cases, a lot of things that people nowadays, it comes like mind editing. You know
but you know, I don't think that human beings can do anything else.
But
I think human beings are believing machines.
That's why.
Yeah.
That is
You
why,
can't do anything but believe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why we
You
create
have to
religions.
choose. You have to choose
Listen,
what to believe.
we create religions
That's it.
because we sit down and we say, you know what, I can make a lot of money from this. You just gotta create something that believable, but not even that. It don't even got to be believable.
Study it.
Somebody will follow you.
Look at social media. Social media, we didn't get to Facebook, but just jump into Facebook. We come from Yahoo days.
Yeah, but the liars, the people that actually like to manipulate people's minds, the ones that enjoy controlling others, you understand me? They now got access to the whole world online. We just think that this is a reason where we could get a place where we could get some truths and news. And it's not a newspaper. You understand me? The newspaper still stand for something. There's certain things they ain't gonna even do in the newspaper. There's certain pictures they ain't gonna even publish. But on the internet, everything goes.
Because they got this thing called satire news.
Listen,
You know one post one.
You
they
got
don't
people.
tell
You got people
Yeah.
sending you an email telling you I got millions of dollars that I know get. I know.
Yeah, I get them already.
And we did gain these for the last 30 years.
I get a lot of friends John King. Tell me he was in Sweden and he lost his money.
Yeah, Sensei.
John King.
But you know they're still doing it. You know
all
what?
these people in Barbados.
But-
all these people in Barbados, you can call and you message Belgium, alright? I don't know how you is exactly, man. He tell me like, oh, hold on, but what the boy know is you ain't know on Google Earth.
Right.
I tell me and they're like, this place here don't exist.
Correct.
So he going back like, yo, I know we're looking at things, but I don't think that's there. You ain't got no things that they can sell you the money. And the man was like, no, man. I think,
You would
yo,
expect-
no, don't play with me.
You would
man.
expect in the
I
age of
know about this
information,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
That people will have information. In the age of information, people lack information more than anything else. Why? Because there's other things that clouding the vision. Basketball, and football, and
That's
clothes
that's
and-
information too.
That's
It's
information.
information, but
I mean,
pertaining to who?
correct.
it's
I
for.
mean, in right information. What happens is that we get caught up in whatever trend we like, and all the other information that should have passed by us doesn't. You get me?
Because if you go to the trending part on YouTube,
Right.
you will see stories that.
And if you just follow the thing that you interested in, like I tell you, all you can get in your news feed is stuff like it.
It's of interest to you.
Good. So when you go on YouTube, when you go on Facebook or whatever, they're gonna cater to you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They're gonna cater to you. What I'm saying is that in the age of information, we have to go out there now and look for information, at least the right information.
What I hear you saying is that you should also look for information counter to what
Right.
you
That's what I'm telling
want
you.
to hear.
Perspective. Look, if you got a window, big rectangle window, you got a big 6-foot window in your house, and you stand right in the middle of it and look out, right? It means you're centered, right? It means you could see straight out the center. It means you could see some of the ground, some of the sky. You could see a little bit of the house next door over there, a little bit of the house next door over there, right? It means you could encompass all of these different things, all these different elements outside your window. But if I go down in this corner of the window down here and just peek across there, all I can see is sky. I might be an expert on the sky because I can see a whole lot of it. But I know off the shit boy ground. You get me? 'Cause I can't see down there. And I can't see what behind there
As
neither.
you move around,
So it means that
every time you move, you get a different vision.
it means that if you want,
View, actually,
thank you,
you see.
whatever the window is, window will be your topic, right? Give yourself all types of perspectives on your window. Get an idea of what outside the window. Because if you only choose one little corner, you're never going to get a full perspective of that window. I would not know that I'm an atheist if I didn't understand God. You would not believe in God if you didn't understand the devil. God can't be God unless there's an opposite. Unless it's something to compare to. That's how humans is understand things. You get me? I got to give you a comparison for you to really get certain things. Because the average Joe just don't get it. You get me? You got to get them a comparison to something that within them view. And then they go, I know what you're talking about now, because them could see with them from them perspective. So it means you got to know them perspective and then give them a view from them perspective to explain yours. Because them can't see your view. If you get where you're coming from. So I always tell people perspective is everything. There's even a perspective that you ain't gonna never see. Because you might be in the house looking out your window, you might never see any cellar. The point is though, is to try to to get all these perspectives. When you sit down and you label yourself and you just limit yourself to one perspective, it means all the rest is fly over your head. It means then you can start hating other perspectives because you don't understand them perspectives.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
You talk from your standards.
I can see a person deciding, you know what, I am going to limit my viewpoint to this here. This is what I'm interested in. This is what I'm going to look at, and I'm checking for the rest because I got so much time, so much energy, and so much ability to focus. I don't mean I hate other perspectives, but this is where I'm coming from.
That's me. I sit down in my perspective. But for me to get to my perspective, I had to find some kind of adversary, some kind of trouble in the last perspective I had that can make me look somewhere else. All right, look, you're a Christian. You read the Bible. You're so comfortable with your Bible, you would never read the Bhagavad Gita, you would never read the Quran. Right or wrong?
Well, some people say that, but I think knowledge is very important.
No, but
the more you try to expand your knowledge, then it gives you a better look.
A better perspective. So as a Christian, I'm gonna read the Bhagavad Gita. I'm gonna read all the religious books that I could find. I can read the Maccabees, the Dead Sea Scrolls. I can read all of them. I'm gonna create a perspective unlike the perspective I had before.
I tend to be like you. Right? So when I want to find out about racism, I go on white supremacist websites.
Thank you. Listen to them.
I want to hear what their perspective is.
Because I could sit down and say, hey, I hate the KKK. What them do to my ancestors and all that, we heritage, I could hate them for it.
But I come to a point, right, where I realize, Jesus Christ, no pun intended, that I could go down this rabbit hole forever. This information does not end. At some point, I got cut off and said, look, I don't need to know no more.
That's only because of the level you thought. Somebody else that don't got the level you thought can go keep digging because they ain't gonna be satisfied. You satisfied because of your level of thought. It means that you've seen enough. I've seen enough to come to a conclusion on this perspective so I can move on. Somebody else might not even understand the perspective and they're stuck in it trying to understand it. And I think that's where people are in the Bible. Because I know that they don't understand it.
Nah, but what you might say also too is that they don't understand it, so them in there and telling themselves, look, man, at some point they gonna understand it, but they keep digging and you keep digging and digging. But when you dig in vain, at the end of the day, what is that you really learn when you I think everybody do something because you're trying to achieve that goal.
That's
you don't start at the beginning line and then say when you get to 25 years old, yeah, even the way
done everything.
The goal is heaven, so
that's another thing.
Yeah, but use perspective on what heaven is.
About heaven, there's my thing about heaven. That's always ask people. I never seen a boy come back and tell me how sweet heaven is. Or come back and say how hot hell is.
I never seen a boy went to heaven either.
That's it.
You never hear any boys so either.
And then they got another saying on people that say, like people should be reincarnation, like, oh, about that boy is getting one just like somebody I didn't know from my previous, or like they didn't know from them, like from before, and things like that.
I just want people to ask me what I think.
I don't really, I just don't get it. I
just want people to ask me what I think, because I want to contradict what everybody else think.
Do you feel like, or if me and Adrian was two pastors and we was in here and we called you to speak about atheism, you would have come with the same
way.
You see him
here? You must have come worse.
No, I wouldn't be worse at all. I don't disrespect people that believe.
Yeah, there's a difference. Disrespect, no, like, man, you don't know one so shot you more.
But understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Some disrespectful shit. I get on some disrespectful shit. You just watch my blogs.
There's only one me. I ain't gonna come in here and talk with you different to somebody. You saying for white man to sit down there with a suit and tie, they can talk differently?
But that's what people is doing. It's yes, sir, no,
I am different. I am not like people. And that's why people just be studying me all the blasted time.
But that's what's got people with me too, because
I'm not like you.
I ain't gonna call a white man yes, no, sir, because they got people on with me as a big heart about what man. I do yes, madam, thank you very much.
Right.
The first time I tell you, I said, I'm like, boy, he's really manly. You look like you might tell her daughter, so he's straight. But she thought I was just doing it because that's the first thing. To this day, they got the boo shop down right down there. I still call boo wife, yes, ma'am, thank you very much, madam. And she because you, no matter what you going there, if I'm short or anything, this lady is always be like, I don't know where you can always give me the change later. People don't understand it. You sure to gain. You don't I don't just say that because oh maybe I might come in there short. I just say that because I genuinely respect the lady.
This how I look at it. If everybody bus stop standing up and you walk past me, I expect you to walk past and acknowledge me. You understand me? Good morning, good evening, even if you just so. You understand where I come from? They got other people out there that don't care. They don't care if somebody speak to them or not. They don't care if them even walk past somebody and say good morning or not. I was taught to speak to whoever, to speak to everybody and be manly.
So that means you trying to tell me everybody knew your own money?
Probably.
Because when the first come back here, children say hi to me. Like after no, still got that and voice stay the money.
Look.
Whereas like some boy speak to you like, yo, dude, what you want? But
Like-
you speaking to me like you go want something.
Because
you
manners,
speaking to
manners
me.
again is culture, which is a belief system.
Yeah.
What the problem people have is that they want to take their belief system and impose it
On
on
others.
other people.
If you don't come up so, I can't fault you for not speaking to me.
But you ain't come up so, but when they went to New York, it changed my state of mind.
Right, you adapt.
Right.
I adapted to
Exactly.
it. And then even though I come out, they just walk past me like, yo, I don't
That's what we find like-minded
I don't know
people.
these people. Like you just want to make sure they ain't about the jokes, you know, and then like that is. So like you know what I mean? But like I walk past blocks. I remember like when I used to go by my friend, I think that I walk past the block and they don't speak to a boy. But when you want to do up the block, I be like, yo, what's up? No, me and the whole block cool.
Right.
That's how it is. I don't just walk at him like, yeah, no, like because like I always got this thing like you just never get too much because you don't know. Where
Recently,
you
I've been
get
finding Vajans very mannerly, though.
I like being manly.
Recently,
I think you
I've been
should be
finding Vajans very
manly.
mannerly.
You understand where you're coming from? Like you said,
I even teach someone I'm going to come to the shop like, yeah, so hey, good morning.
but what we're looking at now
Cut off.
is in life in general, you got people that are apathic and you got people that are empathic, right?
What's
We
the
got
first word? I didn't hear the first word.
Apathic.
apathic,
I don't know that word. What's that word?
apathy,
Oh, apathetic.
apathy. Oh, my bad.
Right.
I went to school long. I went to school, but
I
went
got
to
you,
school long,
I got
right?
you.
I went to school a little. I went to
He
school
was a
long.
big
sorry.
teacher, boy. Let me tell you, go really
5 years,
but
but if you add up where you went to school, I probably went to school about 2.5. Nah, just figuring. But you got people that cold as hell. They're cold. They do not give a damn. You cannot make them give a damn. It don't matter how much you talk to them. Can't make them give a damn. Then they got other people there that naturally give a damn about others. This is a yin and yang of life. You see, you might not like yin and yang. You might not like dynamic opposites. You might not even acknowledge that they got dynamic opposites in this world. But the truth of the matter is that all of we can't be the same. You understand where I come from? That is how we were made. We are not the same. They got people that nice. They got people that ain't nice.
that's it. Well, that's
What the
how-
Bible does, what the books do, is tell you everybody got to be one way in that box. Understand me? And if you don't follow my rules within this box, then somehow or other you're going to end up in this place and you're going to burn forever. And you end up being fearful from a child, thinking that if I touch myself or if I curse or certain things that, you know what I mean, I doing something wrong and I can be punished by this man in the sky.
You know, somebody brought a point to me one time, and I made the point to him, you know, I have a problem with the problem is the book, the problem is the Bible. And the point the person made to me is that, no, the problem is not the Bible, because it's only in recent times, we would say the last few hundred years, where people started taking the Bible literally. And in ancient times, the Bible was known that this is a book of allegory, a book of stories, a book of anecdotes and parables, right?
They don't even know how to spell them words sometimes.
And I study that, right? So saying that the problem is the book or the books is almost like saying, like, man, the problem is Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer, how Mark Twain, right? Tom Sawyer is the problem. No, it's when an idiot picks up the book and starts to do what idiots do with the book.
And now you said when you hear, you go, you know, you can't read, the dumb.
As you said, some of the words in the book they don't understand, but they may impose meanings on it. The language that's written in is not the language they're accustomed reading in, so they impose their worldview on it. In fact, the culture that the book comes from is not their culture, so they now have to interpret certain cultural essences and nuances in the book for themselves.
Yeah, but I still yet to meet a believer that can make a proper argument for it. I haven't met one as yet.
But the point the man is making is that if you are a believer, it's because you have misinterpreted the book. You feel like the book is
Literal.
The ingredients for life.
And that is what I'm trying to explain to you. There are different types of people. There are people with literal minds. I don't care what kind of metaphor you try to explain to them, they can't get it. They just can't look at it and see it. They're literal. You have to explain it with the right words.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So you can't expect everybody to fall into
I'm
you.
okay with that.
But you get me. You
I
can't
get you.
expect that person to understand what you understand.
Yeah, they're not going to see the world the same way you see it.
No. So you gotta be able to accept that. Well, you can't accept an idiot. You trying to tell me that he said no, saying, hey man, all the idiots in the world need dying. We need to kill all the idiots. Huh? 17 moon blow them up.
No. I'm glad two things I'm glad you brought up. That there, but you brought up yin and yang earlier. So my issue with a lot of atheists that I meet now is that they're also what I call, their religion is scientism. And their position on atheism is that science disproves it. Science disproves angels, science disproves God, science disproves the Bible, science. And if there's not a peer review study, it's not written in a scientific textbook, then it does not exist. And there's thousands and thousands of years of cultures which have established themselves on other modes of understanding the world. You mentioned yin and yang. So let me take China for instance.
Buddha.
Right?
Buddhism.
Many people would not, many of those people who worship at the church of scientism will reject anything coming out of Taoist culture because it does not fit in to the rules of physics, chemistry, and Western biology.
Okay, but this is the thing now. What is science? We somehow believe that science is some form of a literature that we follow. Like,
for many people it is.
For many people it is. They believe that
For many people it is.
It is not. Science, the word science means to try, means to understand. Religion mees factual. Big difference. It is not a dynamic opposite.
I actually know this one. Religion, religare.
But it is not...
To rebind.
Right.
To
redo. It is not an opposite. It is not a dynamic opposite. Yin and yang is a dynamic opposite. Religion and science are not.
No. Yin and yang comes from a religion, though.
No, it doesn't.
Taoism is a religion.
No, it isn't. That's not where it comes from.
Yin and yang comes from Taoism.
No, Darwinism. You mean Darwinism?
Taoism.
Taoism, I don't even know what the hell that is. What that? Buddhism is an old...
Chinese religion.
Right. Okay, so it's a religion. Preaching what? What is Buddhism?
They got
Is Buddhism a religion?
Yeah, Buddhism is a religion.
It is not. It's how you look at it. It is not. Buddhism is not a religion. Like Rastafari is not a religion.
Some people, well,
it is not.
I understand.
It is not a religion.
I understand your
we
argument.
We confuse ourselves.
I understand your argument. To me, that's just like the Christians who say that the Crusaders were not real Christians, or the Muslims who say that the jihadis are not real Muslims. You want to define the word how you see it. No. And that's fine.
A liberty is not a religion.
So there are some Christians who say so there are Christians who say
what did Taoism?
There are Christians who say that they don't have a religion. Christianity is a way of life. So if you want to look at it like that, I understand where you're coming from.
No, I don't.
I understand where
you don't understand where you're coming from at all.
All right,
at all. I'm talking about symbolism. The yin and yang represents a dynamic opposites, whether you want to put religious connotations to it or not. I'm dealing with the symbolic nature of yin and yang. No one is talking about Taoism and religion. We are talking about the symbolic nature of yin and yang, the dynamic opposites of life. There's an up, there's a down, there's a fat, there's a skinny, there's a black, there's a white. And what we do is we get confused with this dynamic opposite. We believe things like night is the opposite of day. Night is not the opposite of day. We put them two things together.
So you don't believe that the yin and yang comes out of a religion?
No. Maybe it did, but I don't believe the understanding of yin and yang today is of a religious nature.
You just move it on.
No.
It could come from
I had no idea.
But you don't believe it.
I had no idea.
Because you don't believe it does not mean it doesn't actually come from a religion.
I am speaking about a symbol.
Because you said it was...
Is Jesus a symbol? Is Jesus a symbol? Do you think black people that's actually worship this white man as a white man or of a symbolic nature?
Some people actually worship the white man.
So why is you telling me how I see it when some people see it differently?
I'm not telling you how you see it.
Come on, man. Listen. I'm trying to explain to you how I see it.
Right. So
it's symbolic. It's a dynamic opposite. If you like red, what is the opposite of red? What can you say? This body look like the opposite color to me. There's no opposite in color. I lie? Somebody can come and say, yeah, they got opposite in color, and it can be fake news on your Facebook thread. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The thing about it is, when he said it, all right, so you might not believe that. But there's someone that's saying it. You can't.
I don't believe the religion.
Wrong.
I don't believe the religion.
You didn't even know what was that you were saying. It was.
I don't believe in religion.
Taoism.
And what do they believe in?
You didn't even know. You know about Taoism?
No, what do they believe in?
So this is something new to you.
But what did they believe in? I'm trying to figure out. You know it. I know it.
You want me to go through the whole religion?
I want you to tell me what they believe in, not the whole religion.
Okay, it's a very complex.
But what did they believe? Oh, sorry.
Right.
Let me do it.
Who? Let me my boy.
Who did they believe in?
They got a whole bunch of spirits and deities and things too.
Good. So because I got an idea of a symbol, or I can understand the dynamics of this symbol, means that I can believe in Taoism?
No.
Or that I should believe in Taoism? No. Or just because I believe in the symbolic nature of this?
Some people don't believe they can eat meat.
That
don't mean they can become Rasta.
But you telling me,
vegetarians ain't even Rasta.
You know what I mean?
But you telling me that if I didn't know it was a religion, and I believe in this yin and yang thing, then it means that I could believe in the religion then?
No, that's not
no.
what I'm
You
saying.
can believe in that part, but you didn't know about the religious part.
Let me clarify. I do not believe in the yin and yang. I am very sure of dynamic opposites. You get me there?
Right.
You get me there?
And I'm
that represents dynamic opposites.
And I'm saying to you, the original point I was making is that comes out of a religion.
Good.
And many atheists, whom I call worshippers of scientism, reject anything that does not come out of the Western scientific tradition. So they may believe in dynamic opposites.
If it comes from Africa,
if it comes from Africa, if it comes from China, if it comes from Taoism, it comes from Yoruba, it comes from Ifa, then
so
both.
when people believe
Western origin,
when people believe in scientism, what is the belief in? Let me hear this one.
They believe in peer review studies.
They believe in peer review studies. You're using the word belief again. That they believe in the peer review studies.
Because remember my original point. Human beings are believing machines. So you choose what you believe in.
Right,
you may tell yourself, you know.
But that's your belief.
But really and truly, it's your belief.
Because you do. Remember, you said that you don't deal with the word belief.
I try to. No. You could believe. I could believe my daughter right now sleeping. Don't tell me shit. I believe my keys over there. I believe everybody in the world can believe something, man.
But
why is it? Why is it, right, that we use this word belief and try to put it upon science? Like if science got anything to do with that. Science is about finding out truths. And they go through all kinds of peer reviews to find truth. They don't sit down and say this is a fact until they go through everything possible that would claim a fact.
And
right or wrong?
And even in science, facts change.
Well, thank you. What changes in religion?
Because what they believed before, they do more experiments and they learn.
Changes their understanding.
So you got marker from a monkey?
No. I believe that both of them come from probably a gene beyond them. You talked about creation before. I don't believe a man creates shit. I believe earth and I believe this creates itself. I believe chemistry happened and a reaction happened without anybody fixing and shaking up and pouring things together. Because we so literal with it. We only think that when we add sugar and water, we get sweet water because we add them together. But we don't think that something like that can happen in nature. The rain is fall, the tree to suck it the hell up, is get buried, put it on the ground, let it get rotten. Alcohol. That's nature. Nobody ain't met alcohol.
The other issue.
You get me yet?
The other issue, Trezay.
But you so God met that.
The other issue, Trezay. Richard Dawkins. You know Richard Dawkins?
Listen, I don't even want to talk about scientists.
Well, so the other issue,
because
I talk about
what you trying to push, right, is this narrative that science is a belief, and I'm about even that talk, period. Because science is not a belief.
No, you just explained that science means to try. Science is a practice.
You just call it a belief.
No, I said science. People who worship at the church of scientism believe.
Right, believe. People believe. Not
people that worship at the church of scientism. Where is the church of scientism?
That's a term.
Green.
That's a term I made up.
Yeah, you make up a lot of stuff and you putting it on me and I supposed to be oh yeah, that's true.
No,
listen to me.
No, you don't go say yes.
There's no church of scientism.
Yes.
There's no church. There's no gathering. There's no belief system. There's no praying to. There's no worshiping.
There's gathering.
There are people sitting down trying to figure out what chemicals we can put together to make this.
You have faith in them?
And how are we going to make it better?
You have faith in them?
Isn't it right here?
Do you have faith in them?
Do you have faith in them? Because you seem to have it right here on your wall, meaning that you have faith that it works. Right or wrong?
I don't have to have faith.
Oh, my
I can
God.
see it here.
But that's the
You
thing,
gonna argue- you
it's
gonna
all
argue from the
about
Christian
belief,
side of
It's
things.
about the belief. No, it's about the belief. What part my man show you?
I believe cigarettes bad for you. Can you prove it? Can you prove cigarettes bad for you?
I can.
That's a belief.
I can.
That's a belief. You could prove cigarettes bad for you?
The people who claim to have.
They got people that do it.
There are tons of studies. There are tons of peer-reviewed studies.
There are tons of studies that say that this
cigarettes
don't
are
give
bad.
cancer either.
But so even in science,
Even
there are disagreements.
And there's no-
even in
there's
science,
yes and there's
yeah,
no.
even in science, they recognize that we ain't all the same, and what can go on in your body ain't going on in yours. So you might smoke this and never get cancer, but you will smoke it for one damn well day and get it. Don't tell me that. You are not making no sense, boss.